Anderson to kick off.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morten Andersen to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jackson on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Jackson. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run the counter. Jackson. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw it here. Vick, he's going to air one. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
6-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And hauled in by the tight end Miller.
Jackson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
Oh, and Elliott has pushed it to the right. It is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, visitors 7, Jets 0.
On second down now, it's Jackson. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. 3rd and long for Vick. Going up top. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that'll make it 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Charles, let's step aside different topic here for a second. Unfortunately, the NFL lost a legend earlier in this first month of the 2020 season. Hall of Fame running back Gale Sayers passed away at 77. And Sayers, the youngest man ever inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Vick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
10 yards.
From the gun, Vick. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Well, CD, we are 3 weeks into the NFL season, so curious to get maybe your biggest surprise so far. Would it be the Bears at 3-0?
Yeah, I think that's a great candidate for that big surprise team. I think you're right about that, partner, because, look, Green Bay, are we overly shocked? Seattle, overly shocked? No and no. Buffalo, I thought they'd be the AFC East frontrunners anyway. Pittsburgh, they get
accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 62 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
On the carry.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Is a first down.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score. Visitors 14, Jets 6.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On second down, here's Barkley. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
26, Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
Again, it's Barkley. Vick, option right. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 30.
On second down, Barkley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
And it's third down.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On 1st down, Jackson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The tackle
in the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Vick. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the 8-time Pro Bowler Steve Atwater. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson, open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
It's a gain of 9.
On 3rd down, it's George. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Would have a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. And that's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run again with Jackson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their 1st half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the 1st half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.
kickoff for Detroit.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Takes it at the 7. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The keeper.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson dumps it off to Gurley. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's George. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On 3rd down, George. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards brings up 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his...
And right away, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's George. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, toss passes it to
like
the tailback.
underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhanded rule with two hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
With the score, Jets.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 26.
He'll look to throw right away.
And his guys are going to take over at the
Anderson to kick off.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morten Andersen to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. It was Micah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. The third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
They'll take over.
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Morten Andersen now for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Jets nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Andersen to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Pass midfield. Still going. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Slant to Adams. The 40. The 30. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Complete.
Davante Adams.
Touchdown.
73 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 24-yard line.
And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 36-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
8-yard line.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 22.
That's good for a Jets. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's George. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Minkah Fitzpatrick on the tackle.
On 2nd down, it's George. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
4th down.
The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It'll be a gain of 6, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in.
And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Jets 14. Chiefs 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Jackson on first down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he's not going to get to the marker.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Bears nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
On first down, it's Jackson, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
At the 34-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. They'll run on first down. Bush. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run with Jackson out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Kenny Clark in on
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On first down, it's Bush. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bush. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Powers through him.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
He's Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping in.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Reggie Bush with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Bears push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, Charles, a little bit ago, we talked about the 3-0 teams. How about we flip the script to look at the 0-3 teams? There's 6 of them. The Jets, Texans, Broncos, the Giants, the Vikings, and the Falcons. And then 2 others, by the way, Bengals and Eagles, winless at 0-2-1 after their tie. But I'm curious, any of those, do you think that they still have a chance of playing football in January?
Well, the short answer and the easy answer should be no, right? With this kind of a start, they should be pretty well dead and buried. But I'm going to focus in on the Houston Texans because they've done it before. We've seen it, right? One year they started 1-2, won their division. One year they started 0-3, finished 11-5, and won the AFC South. So they have a history of slow starts, but they know how to turn things around. And when Deshaun Watson's playing quarterback, anything can happen.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Past the 20, and there he goes.
I'm going to show you, man.
Reggie Bush, touchdown.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. at their own 24-yard line.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
They'll try the left side. George. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
A gain of 15. 1st down, New York.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
George, the ball carrier.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
On 3rd down, it's George. And some room to maneuver. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
On the handoff. He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Jackson off the bootleg. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
6 yards.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
A gain of 9 yards.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings
on the handoff, it's Gurley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jeremy Chinn picks it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Williams. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's a gain of a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. He can run for it, and he will. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns. As into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Intercepted.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Bobby Bell came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Flushed out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw is Jackson from the gun on 3rd down, escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
That's good.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And complete to Zach Ertz. The 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Zach Ertz, 56 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this fight? Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
So first thing that crosses my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Thomas, the intended target, and now it's second down.
Aeneas Williams on the coverage.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Brought down back at the 32.
Here's Jackson on third down. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Sets up fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Steve Atwater with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
On for the point after.
So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you haven't been taught.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Gurley is a ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
2nd and 5 now. Jackson completing it to the right side. Johnson.
Jackson.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson being chased out left. He may try and run for this. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
At the 38-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
To Todd Gurley.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Jets.
On first down, it's George. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
A gain of 11.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
With the score, Jets 10, Panthers 7.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
A gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down.
4th down.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards. A big play there on 4th. Now Jackson on 1st and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some...
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. The veteran Andre Johnson, the target on that one. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
3rd and 3.
Now Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
And goal.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Take it back to two.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Dumps it off to Gurley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Gain of 16 yards.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Left side here to Sanders. A gain of 6 there on first.
Sanders. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Texans' 37-yard line.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 33. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson, 33 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, CD, that was a well-orchestrated drive by Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and how about the way he capped it off, too? Orchestrate the drive and then let everybody know exactly who the guy is on the field you've got to watch on every play. Finishes it off with a touchdown run.
Well, he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson on first down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, here's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A steps the defender. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Now, they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. They'll find Miller. That's complete.
Jackson's
That catch good for only a couple.
for 83
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
at the 31-yard line.
The throw complete here for Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Gain of 27 on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Jackson on the keeper.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
It's now second and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson. He'll try and run it. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. These two teams all tied after one. Flushed out right. A loss of a yard, and it brings up forward.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup.
Now Jackson dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and one.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give them confidence and let them knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Well, here's a first down throw that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. To throw again is Jackson.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
The 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Sanders has it over the middle. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. third down. Jackson. They'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down. Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Jackson. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Elliott on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
At their own 25-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. That is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. It's caught by Ed McCaffrey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job to short of the first. And he finds him there.